The new 2024 Toyota Tacoma is making all of the headlines these days and impresses with its incredible performance. This new model was redesigned from the ground up and brought a ton of new upgrades to the table that most of the other trucks can only dream of. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows when it comes to the all-new Toyota Tacoma. There are also some negatives. So stay with us while we learn more about the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, an honest assessment of its pros and cons. Now, let's start with the pros of the new 2024 Toyota Tacoma and learn more about the positives of owning such a truck. Number 5. New platform and coil spring suspension. One of the main highlights of the new generation Toyota Tacoma is the implementation of a brand new platform. Yes, that's right. The Toyota Tacoma, after so many years, switched to a new design that is a big upgrade over the old platform that has been in use for more than a decade. This new platform has brought a lot of upgrades, and one of the main highlights is that this new platform is far more rigid and also much lighter than the old one. This will reduce the overall weight and also improve the performance of this truck. But what is most important is that this new platform will not be as prone to rust as the old one. The old Toyota frame was extremely notorious for rusting out and causing major headaches to owners. There were cases where the truck simply split in half once the truck was jacked on a lift. So luckily, this new platform will be far more rust-free and will last for a really long time. Besides the new platform, there will be options for coil spring suspension on the rear end of the new Tacoma. That's right, you'll be able to ditch the old leaf springs and get some proper coilovers on the rear end. This will greatly improve the handling of the Toyota Tacoma, especially at high speeds, and will make this truck a very capable cruiser. That's why we strongly recommend the new Tacoma if you want a truck that drives and handles real well. Number 4. More body options. Another big pro is the abundance of body options. Nowadays, many truck makers in the midsize segment are offering a single cab and bed type. This is the case with the Honda Ridgeline, Jeep Gladiator, Chevy Colorado, and GMC Canyon. They all come in a single variation, which is good, but some people need that longer bed for work purposes. And that's why the 2024 Toyota Tacoma is a better option than all these trucks. With the new Tacoma, you have 2 cab options and 2 bed options. The cab options include a smaller extra cab, which is an extended regular cab, and the second cab offering is a crew cab. The crew cab is the full-size 4-door cab, perfect for accommodating more people. While the bed options include a 5-foot bed and a 6-foot bed, the smaller 5-foot bed is only available with the longer crew cab, while the longer 6-foot bed is only available with the extra cab. These options make the Tacoma a really popular choice for small contractors who need a longer bed for work purposes. So if you're one of them, you are definitely going to appreciate the new Tacoma and the options it offers. Number 3. Modern powertrain and hybrid. Another big highlight of the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma is the modern powertrain that this model implements. This new generation of the Toyota Tacoma has replaced the old 2.7-liter and 3.5-liter engines with a single powertrain. This new powertrain is the 2.4-liter inline-4 turbo. This is a completely new generation powertrain that implements direct injection and a turbocharger. All these upgrades make it extremely efficient and also very powerful compared to the old-school engines used previously. So this engine can generate anywhere between 228 and 278 HP, and torque varies between 243 and 317 pound-feet. Overall, a pretty hefty upgrade compared to the older model. And what is most important is the fact that this model comes with a low-end torque. Because of the usage of a turbocharger, this torque is instant since it happens at low RPM. But that's not all. With the new Toyota Tacoma, you also have a hybrid model. This is a mild hybrid setup. This setup implements a small battery pack and a small motor, and helps the Toyota Tacoma produce up to 326 HP and 465 pound-feet of torque, which is a pretty massive performance for a mid-sized truck. All this power makes the Tacoma Hybrid the most powerful mid-sized truck right now. This hybrid model will be known as the I-Force Max and will wear this badge on the hood. Number 2. Manual transmission. A big pro of the Toyota Tacoma over the competition is the addition of a manual transmission. That's right, the Tacoma comes with a manual transmission. This will make a lot of the car guys extremely happy because they'll be able to get their Toyota Tacoma with a manual and experience this truck as it should be. But what is unfortunate is that this new Tacoma will only come as a manual with entry-level models, such as the SR and SR5. Higher-end trims will only get the automatic transmission. Number 1. Excellent interior and exterior design. And we cannot talk about the pros of the all-new generation of the Toyota Tacoma without discussing the exterior and interior design. The Toyota Tacoma got a completely new makeover, and we can say that this new truck looks phenomenal. The exterior is extremely well designed and looks rather rugged. It ditches the smooth angles of its predecessors and replaces them with sharpness and aggression. We really like what Toyota is doing with its designs lately, especially when it comes to its pickup trucks and SUVs. The Tacoma has a very good presence on the road that makes it look better than any competitor in this area. The interior is also very rugged looking and well put together with some high quality materials, even on the base versions. This new model has new seats that are far more comfortable than the ones found in the previous generation. There's a ton of technology, especially if you go with the higher end models. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration is standard. We covered the pros. Now let's discuss some of the cons of this new generation of the Toyota Tacoma. Although the Toyota Tacoma is such a beautiful truck, there are some cons that are worth discussing. Number 4. The base model is very slow. One of the greatest drawbacks of the 2024 Toyota Tacoma is the base model, which is considered to be extremely slow. Although the model implements the turbocharged 2.4 engine, it lacks a lot of power. This powertrain only makes 228 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque, which is not a lot. The acceleration takes ages, and this is why we don't recommend this engine. It is not much different than the 2.7 used previously. Instead, we would recommend going for the I-Force, which is the high-output version of this engine. This I-Force engine makes 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty of performance to make you move around and not struggle for performance. But since these are turbocharged engines, we expect that tuners will figure things out and will offer some aftermarket tunes that will unlock the same performance even on the base model, which will be a big pro. Number 3. Average towing performance. Towing performance on the new Toyota Tacoma is decent, but it's a far cry compared to its nearest rivals. The Tacoma can take a maximum towing capacity of 6,500 pounds, which, as we mentioned, is a pretty average performance for a truck in this class. It's not even close to what this truck really can do. The competitors, such as the Jeep Gladiator and Chevy Colorado, can tow up to 7,700 pounds, which is a massive gain over the Tacoma. The Ford Ranger can tow up to 7,500 pounds, which is 1,000 pounds more than the Tacoma. Considering these numbers, we really hope that Toyota will improve these numbers in the near future, because it's lacking quite a bit compared to other competitor trucks when it comes to truck duties. Number 2. Fuel economy is not that great. Another area where we really expected that the new Toyota Tacoma will improve is when it comes to the fuel economy. And the new model is not a big improvement over the previous generation. It merely matches the old model. So the city fuel economy of the Tacoma ranges between 18 and 20 miles per gallon between the low output and high output model. The highway fuel economy ranges between 23 and 24 miles per gallon, and the combined fuel economy is between 20 and 21 miles per gallon. We really hope that Toyota will deliver better numbers with this new generation of the Toyota Tacoma in the near future. Number 1. High price. And the last con of this new generation of the Toyota Tacoma is the high asking price. This model will cost significantly more compared to the previous generation. So the base SR model will start as low as $32,995, which is about $5,000 more compared to the previous generation. Then the SR5 will start at $37,695, and the pre-runner will start at $39,595. The TRD Sport and TRD Off-Road will start at $40,895 and $43,295 respectively. The most expensive model will be the Limited, which will start at $53,595. Overall, a pretty substantial price increase compared to the older model, which was far more affordable.